What up, everybody? Welcome to the July Nexus Gaming Series Mead Hall. We have got an absolute ton of information to throw at you today. We've got all of your Season 5 info, we've got your updated rules, and everybody's favorite placements, as well as updates from all of our staff. So let's get right on into this. First off, we're going to introduce one of our founders here. We're going to say hi to Archangel, and he'll give you an intro to NGS.
Hey, thank you for having me, Aces, always, and introducing me. As you know, this is NGS. Welcome to the Mead Hall. If you're new to the league, this is our big community event where we kind of give out lots of information, go over some of the fun things, and everybody is always super excited about placements. So welcome to it. First, a couple things about NGS. So we created NGS to have a fun, toxic-free place where we can all have some good HOTS competition, build some rivalries, and make some friends. The league uses flex scheduling. We recognize gamers come from all walks of life. We've got everybody from people in high school to people who have kids who have already moved out. So if you want to check us out on the website, if you're new and you haven't checked out NGS, go to nexusgamingseries.com and create an account and join us on our Discord. After that, I'm going to hand it back to Ace to go over our agenda for today.
Alrighty, thank you, Ark. We've got all of this stuff to do today, so we're going to do a quick meet the staff. We're going to meet all of the people that have been working behind the scenes all off season and maybe the last several seasons. We're going to have all of your Season 5 important dates that you'll eventually ask us in Discord anyway. We'll have a new team guide for all of the 67 new teams that we added. We'll have all of our rule changes. We'll have our weekly structure, our playoff structure, divisions, division moderators, and at the end of part 1, we'll have our placements. Then in part 2, which will just roll right into it, we'll have all of our staff updates, including our caster, writer, podcast, and Patreon updates, and we'll roll into questions and comments right after that. So, let's go ahead, toss it back over to Ark, and meet our Season 5 staff.
All right, everybody. Because there's so many new people, we want to go over the staff team. Obviously, you have our co-founders who are still here. It's myself, Archangel, and that's my beautiful wife. You can thank her for letting me do this. And also Voodoo, Voodoo, Mr. Canadian up there playing hockey and doing great things. We have been doing this for about a year now. But we also, if you want to switch to the next slide for me, Ace, we have 2 admins that help us do everything. There is Kuntaka, who is our tech admin. He is the one who manages anything on the tech side. And community outreach, who is not here tonight, unfortunately, that would be Cersei. I do have to say that she does miss and love all of you. I'm sorry she could not make it, but we have burnt her out and she has gone on vacation. So if you're looking to reach out to any of us with problems specifically, go through your mods, but if it's something specific, we're always here and happy to help. Next slide, please. Now, we have a new kind of hierarchy here. We have some vet mods who have been part of the league for quite some time. Obviously, most of you know Aura if you've been here a hot minute, Hollis as well, and Murda. Thank you, Murda. I do have a new mic. I saw that in chat. But those are our vet moderators for this season. They'll be helping out the mod team. Finally, I want to go over our staff leads real fast. Production manager is Seventh Ace, who is here with us, helping out with the Mead Hall. Our editor-in-chief, Jackster, handling all of the writing team and staff. And finally, thank you for all the graphics, our creative lead, Crow, who has been doing lots of hard work for us constantly. Now, with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Aura, who's going to go over some of our important Season 5 dates.
Hello, everybody. So we have the dates that I always pin up, and that's gonna be my number one thing is to check the goddamn pins. I love you all, but damn. The season starts on August 6th, which is Monday, which is next week. Holy crap, it's coming up so fast. And the regular season normally lasts about 8 weeks, so that'll be the ending on Friday of September 28th. The wild card weekend is so we're ending like very slightly early so we can have this wild card weekend. So that'll be the 29th and 30th, the Saturday and Sunday. Then we have 3 weeks of playoffs, and you're going to have to check your calendars for this because it's not exactly like Sunday through Sunday. It's going to be the 1st through the 6th, the 7th through the 13th, 14th through the 19th. There's a weekdays in those mixes. They're just not exactly how normal rounds would look like. So make sure you check off those dates. And then the grand finals week is the 20th through the 26th. We realize a weekend with everything isn't always the best way to do it. People have schedules, and sometimes people are busy over the weekends rather than the week. So we want to give all the options, and it gives room for everybody to figure it out. And then season 6 registration, oh my gosh, can't even imagine that happening already. It's going to be either November or December. So stay tuned for that. And then season 6 starts in January for 2019 Hots. And then there's another slide. And then we also have a new team guide. We have a lot of new teams. We have 177 teams. Not all those people are returning people, obviously. So first of all, welcome if you're new. This is a monthly thing that we do, but this is the most important one, as everybody will tell you, for placements and obvious reasons. So make sure that if you haven't been to the website, go check out the website. It's getting a huge, amazing update. Quantaka's been working really, really hard. We've got updated rules. So even if you were here last season, you've got new season stuff. So go check out the rules. They put out a really good article between Linehouse and Cersei with updates and facts and Q&As. There's also a captain's fact on there because we know everybody kind of gets lost in translation for a little while at the beginning. Check the pinned Discord messages and all the channels if you haven't already, because they're really important. I highly recommend. I know we do a lot of like tags and at everyone's and the announcements and all that stuff, but I promise you, if you're gonna mute like channels, just don't mute the announcement channels. All the important info always goes there. So make sure you keep up to date with that. As the season goes on, if you have questions, be sure to jump into your division moderator once we get into those. Talk in your division chats. That's mostly going to be the best way to get questions answered, because guarantee you somebody knows the answer and you don't have to go to the admins for it. They're very, very busy sometimes. I think that's it.
Alrighty, thank you, Aura. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and jump into our Season 5 structure. I'll be taking any questions, however, save them to the end when we have questions and comments. That'll be at the very, very end. If you are confused, ask in Twitch chat and some of our moderators or admins will be able to help. But we're going to blast right through this so we can not hold everybody up forever. We have an incredible 177 teams this season. Oh my gosh. We all took bets as part of the staff, and nobody got it right. Nobody was even close to getting it right. They kind of capped out at 150. 177 blows our mind. That is really awesome. We've added 2 new divisions to cover for this because we were pulling like 20, 24-person divisions because of how many teams we've added. Every single division will have 15 to 17 teams, so about 16. We've kept the coastal split for a majority of them, so 8 of our 11 divisions are going to be coastal split. And for those of you who didn't mute the announcements and were around in the general chat on Thursday, we dropped a spoiler. Crow put a little image with some heroes. If you read out all the heroes' first letters, it spelled rules. And a couple people on the Discord went to the rules section on the website and found our new division structure, which we'll be going into now. We're actually going over the calendar, or how we do our rounds. So in the last 4 seasons, we've been doing weekly schedules where you play 2 matches every single week. And that's led to a lot of pressure to get games done really quickly. It could be a little bit better. So we decided to change from 8 weeks to 4 rounds, which cover a 2-week period. So we're just doubling the length of 1 round and then having the number of rounds total. In those 2 weeks, you'll need to play 3 games. So we're cutting from 2 games a week to 1.5 games a week. That should allow you a little bit more flexibility if one player is out for a specific day. one week but not the next should help you schedule it just a little bit easier. We're going to continue with our mandated scheduling, where you need to have it scheduled by 11:59 on the second Sunday of each round. So, as this example goes, basically do it a week in advance. If round 2 starts on August 20th, which it will, you need to have all those matches scheduled by August 12th. By the end of August 12th, we'll give you a tiny bit of leniency in the morning, but you need to have everything done by the end of that week. And that allows all of our teams to make sure they know their schedule, nobody's ghosting on them, everything's going good. Very important that you get those, and your division moderators will be all over you for that for the first couple of weeks. All right, continuing with that, we're going to change up how we assign our schedule. So unlike the last 4 seasons, we're going to just release 2 weeks of a schedule at a time. So we're going to do 1 round. We've changed from a full round robin to a Swiss format to accommodate the ridiculous amount of teams and divisions we're going to have. So your schedule will be a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more adaptive to how you're playing as a team. So what we're going to do, for those of you who are not familiar with a Swiss format, it is a near round robin where you play other teams with similar records at your current time, and it prevents rematches from happening during the regular season. So you won't have the old problem where you would rise to the very, very top or drop to the very, very bottom and face the same 3 to 4 teams over and over and over again. Additionally, this is going to help us handle dropped out teams because we can just replace their spot in your schedule, so it's no big deal if a team drops out. So it won't wreck the entire season. We don't have to drop all the games or force automatic forfeits or anything like that. We'll just replace them with somebody else in the schedule, and it'll be a-okay. And that covers all of the regular season. If you have any questions on that, put your questions in chat either now, and we can get a couple of the people in chat will get to you, or ask them at the end when we ask for questions. Go ahead, type them up in a notepad. Keep yourself a reminder. Moving into the Season 5 playoffs, we're going to be doing an 8-team playoff. So based on the survey results, we will take 50% of every division to get in. The top 6 are guaranteed in. That slide broke hard. Top 6 are guaranteed to get in. The remaining teams will be opted in, or you can opt in to the wildcard weekend. So to give people a little bit more of a chance if they maybe had a rough start, or just a rough skid and might not make it in the playoffs, you have a single elimination bracket all the way up to the basically against all the other lower teams. And the top 2 teams that make it to the end of the format will receive the 7 and 8 seeds. The winner of that match, both of them will make it in. The winner will get the 7th seed. So yeah, as Bobo says, it's basically the Thunderdome for the playoffs. A pretty solid idea. Gives everybody a chance to get in right at the last minute. Then, once you get past wildcard weekend, you'll just have a standard single elimination 8-team bracket that goes through all the way up to the division or the region finals. So A West will have a finals, and B East will have a finals, and C West and all that kind of stuff. Then the West and East teams will meet in the grand finals, and that will be our grand finals weekend. All of that is detailed out in the rules on the website now. Obviously, this is a fairly abbreviated version that gets into that we can fit into the Mead Hall, but that should the website should cover all the very specific details. All right, one thing I forgot that we had that didn't even make it into the slides, we are changing our point structure for the season. So previously we had 3 points for a 2-0 win and 1 point for a 1-1 win. We're going to change it to just number of wins. We're going to remove the domination bonus point altogether and just go with a pure wins format and have some extra tiebreakers added in. All of that is detailed in the rules on the website as well. Apologies for not including that. All right. Now we'll get into everybody's almost everybody's favorite part. We're going to get into the division moderators and placement. So get excited. You'll see where your team's placed. Season 5 divisions. Here's how it's going to look. We have this little chart. We have West and East. The teams in the middle are a combination of both East and West teams based on either low population or wanting to keep a more competitive atmosphere. We have added the 2 divisions on the periphery, the Storm Division for the level 20 talent tier, of course, since we went with the level 10 talent tier to start. And then we added a Division E at the bottom because we had so many teams sign up. On the left, we have our MMRs. So what we're going to do is publish all of the MMRs, and that was published on Thursday. This will allow you to deal with the new ad drop rules, which I'm going to have to go and mention in just a moment. Basically, the division MMRs will be the average MMRs of all the teams in the league, basically. So most everybody in D, for example, will be between 2026 and 2200 when averaged as a team. Now, these are adjusted to handle for the slowly increasing MMR throughout the season because we just had a season reset or a new season come around. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. So we know they'll increase over time. We don't want to shortchange the people you can add. Quick note for adding players to the roster. You can have anybody on the roster right now, up to when we made these placements. From now on, though, you can only add players who have an average MMR no higher than the division's maximum range. So if you're in Division B, you need to go to if you look at people, you go to their HotSlogs profile, you see that run the averages, so we just flat average, team, hero, unranked, and quick, average them all together. If they're under 2,500, you can add them or use them as an off-roster sub. We will go over that more, as well as have it published in the rules. All right, we're going to roll now into placements and division moderators with Ark and all of the division mods. Thanks for listening to my rambling.
All right, everybody. So here's the hype train part. I know you guys are all super excited about hopping in and seeing who your div mods are. First off, Storm Division, my main man Murda, who's been around a hot minute. He loves you guys. Storm Division, he will be your division mod. So guess what? You get to work with him even more. Now for the real exciting part, let's see who made it into Storm Division. Abusement Park, American Specialists, Baja Boys, CGL Black, Chicken Nuggets, Do You Know, FWC Esports, Luxurian Snake, Luxurian Sun, Run Boys, Send Noodles, pretty please, Stormborns, Team Name Change, This Is Jimmy, Trademark Gaming, and DG with the handicap symbol, but we couldn't add that in, sorry. And that will be your Storm Division. Congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing that awesome gameplay. And I know Murda's looking really forward to working in there with you. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to take care of the Heroic Division as well. We have a whole new mod team. Heroic Division moderator is going to be Aortic Arch. He's been around for a hot minute playing with us in the league, so he's excited to take this role and help out. Now, Heroic Division, let's look at the teams. Bad Manners, Get Stuffed, Good Luck in the Nexus, Offensive Gaming, Old and Gold, Potato Esports, Pride Start Gaming, Regen Black, Sean Kingston, Taco Team, Texas A&M, The Real Ultimate Mosh Pit, who's been around for a hot minute, White Walkers, X-Force, and Zenith of the Light. So congratulations to those heroic teams as well. Looking forward to seeing you guys play. Aortic Arch will be your div mod, so if you have questions, please ping him. Now, let's move on to Div A. I'm going to introduce our moderators. Unfortunately, Hollis couldn't make it tonight, but Division A West moderator will be Hollis, and the Division A East moderator will be Born to Shine. She is a new addition to the mod team. Looking forward to seeing her work and help out, but I'm going to let her actually introduce the teams for all of Division A, so have at it.
All right, hey guys, for Division A West, we've got Adults with Jobs, Archetype, Baby Makers, Balloon Grant Us Strength, Blasting Burrows, Disco Tees, Divine Nine, GF Gaming, Hakuna Shimada, Hippity Hoppity, Reborn Knights Red, Soak Every Lane, Stepdads, Subject to Change, and Team Showboat. For Division A East, we're going to have A Sticky Situation, Average Joes, Buzz Kicks, Doki Doki Hots Club, First Pick Gazlo GG AFK, Full Send, Happy Accidents, Jailbait, MPC, Team Snorlax, The Gentleman, The Reason Is You, UCF Death Knights, Uncomfortably Numb, Irrelevant, and ZZZ.
All right, moving forward, that's your Div A. Div B, we have another new addition to the mod team, BKL. He's going to be our Division West moderator. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce his coast side of Division B teams.
Hey guys, how you doing? So in Div B West, we are going to have 10 Armor, Bellevue College, Drop Dead Gorgeous, G Guardian Esports, Getting Sweaty, Lurk Patrol, Make 7 Up Yours, Massive Whiff, Moto Miracle, NorCal Kings, Obscured, Regen Blue, Roll 1 Esports, Rush B, and Team Mapitas.
All right, and going to Div B East, the very famous in our league, Aura. She will be taking care of Div B East. So I'm going to let her go ahead and take over and introduce her Division Coast teams.
Damn, I'm famous. All right, so first we have on the east side, we have 1 + 1 = Pain, 8-second respawn, 104, Beast Coast, CGO White, Gilly Shark, Hand Banana, Heroes of the United States, PFM, Reborn Knights Black, Stitches Be Crazy, Storm Chasers. I'm assuming this is sick, not SYK, but I could be wrong. Team Brain Dead and the Blue Team.
All right, moving forward, ready for Div C. Your Div C West moderator is going to be Ulysses. Unfortunately, he could not be online tonight, so 7th Ace is going to go through the Div C West teams.
Alrighty, on the C West side, we have Arrogant Nephilim, Aspect, Can't Counterpick, Stupid, Clouded Minds, they've been around for a long time, Core Crashers, Dunning-Kruger Knights returning for a second season, Fallen Esports, I'll Carry You, Left Coast, Pathetic Wretches, Psycho Swarm, Sidestep, Squad 9 Alpha, Tickle Me Tassadar, Virtual Murky Slayers, Wandering Ronin, and Work Hard, Throw Hard. On C East, we'll have our moderator, new to the team, August Sun. Go ahead and introduce the C East teams as well as himself.
Hey guys! I'm excited to work with you all. For our Div C East teams, let's see what we got here. I'm really excited to work with all you guys. I know you guys have treated the rest of the mod team pretty well, so hopefully. Okay, so starting off, we've got Winky Face, we've got XL Esports, we've got Admiral Akbar, a Square and 4 Triangles, Church of Murky, Death Meta, Duratan's Couch, Give Me the D Shield, Hogs of the Storm, House of Ches, In Bed by 10, Meconium Juicers, Minion Miners, Regen Red, Team Revolt, Team Scorpions, and VGTC Dadbods.
All right, and there is your Division C, East, and West teams. Now, moving forward, Division D, everybody knows him, everybody loves him. One of our favorite casters, Division D West moderator, is going to be Mongoose. He couldn't be here tonight because he has a family, so he's busy. But I am going to also introduce the other Division D moderators, Ektar. He has been playing on Lurk Patrol, and Best Buds with 7th Ace. He's going to be one of the new moderators. I'm going to let Ektar go ahead and introduce the Div D West teams and the Div D East teams.
Hi everyone, I'm Ektar, looking forward to taking care of everyone in D East. But first up we have D West with Bone Boys, Divine 9 Black, Hello, Team, Lightly Salted, Longhorn Gaming, Mildly Interesting, Off-Brand Cereal, no one likes that, Peel Team 6, Planet Smashers, Rainbow Spectrum, Revolt Academy, Screaming Weenies, Spicy Boys, Team Skyarch, the Banzo Brothers, TTC, and Unicorns United. Over on the Division D East side, we have Ban Cho, Calculated Throw, Disturbance, Do It Right, Lubu, Missed My E, Mistakes Were Made, Mordorm, Poverty Ponies, Special Kids, This Was Jimmy, the Found Vikings, the Minnesota Lost Vikings, United East, Wood League, Zul'jin Distillery, and DG Reborn.
All right, and finally, our last division of the night, Division E, brought to you by Weenus, who is your Division E moderator. Congratulations. He is a great guy and tons of fun. So I'm sure you guys are going to have a blast. Weenus, why don't you take it away? Go over your placements.
Hello, everyone. And by great guy, that's still patent pending. So we'll see how that goes. Guys, I am super excited to be the Division E moderator for Season 5 of NGS. It's a new division. Let's take a look at some of the teams. We have Backbone VC, Bronze Boys, Bronze League Heroes, Frank Spurters, Lols Brawls, Luciodology, I believe, Macro Dementia, Married and Mediocre, Meme Factory LLC, MHS Tigers, Olaf and the Sweaty Bandits, Pigeon Stitches, Rohirrim, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Save the Murloc, Team Greed, the North Stars, the Princess People, and that wraps up our teams. And guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm super excited and look forward to meeting some of the people that I don't know already.
All right, everybody, that is all of your division placements. I want to do a quick overview real fast in case you missed it. It's important that you know your moderator. So going to the next slide, your moderator recap. Storm Division, your moderator is going to be Murda. Heroic, Aortic Arc. Division A West will be Hollis. Division A East is going to be Born to Shine. Division B West will be BKL. Division B East, Aura. Division C West, Ulysses. And Division C East will be August Sun. Division D West will be Mongoose, and Division D East will be Ektar. And finally, as most of you commented in chat, Weenus will be Division E. He hopes to see you there. With that being said, I want to go ahead and go over. We are done with the placement portion, but stay tuned. We have a lot on the staff side still that's kind of important. You guys are here to listen to. So I'm going to hand it over to Jackster, who is our editor-in-chief and has done a great job with not only the podcast, but also the articles. So here's Jackster.
Hey, thanks. I'm sure all of you know who I am. I've been the editor-in-chief for about 3-4 months now. What we're planning to release for the website is everything writing, podcast related. It's all going to be phenomenal. You guys are going to love it. Starting off with the writing, we're going to look to continue the match analysis, the team analysis, the division analysis. It's all going to continue. We're increasing the size of the writing crew to match the increasing size of the mods. Writers will be assigned to the divisions and expected to release one article a week, maybe more, maybe less, or maybe more. That at least means at least one. Our job is to act as the voice of the league and represent what is happening fairly and without bias. The writers that we have signed up so far for Season 5 are Tempest, Linehouse, Kahlua, Random Task, and Red Conscript. We have a few more that we're trying out, and if you are interested in becoming a writer, send me a message on Discord, and I'll set you up with an application. Moving on, can we move on to the podcast? Okay. The podcast, it has a name now. It's Nexus Now. You can search for it on any podcast player, and you'll be able to find it. It has 4 main episodes so far, 2 supplementals, and 1 special interview that I did. The show's content revolves around mostly what's happening in the Heroes of the Storm community, as well as what is happening in HGC and in NGS. So we're going to be covering pretty much all of that. We have a lot of great guests that we've had and we are planning to have on. So we have had Cavalier guests, we've had Gillyweed, and we just had Crosby and Ripper on. I'm sure a lot of you know them. It's hosted by Professor Bobo, Murda, and Ghost Dunk. and I'm sure you guys will have a great time. They have great chemistry together, and they're really fun. The RSS feed is up, and you can find it on most podcast players. I said that. We're looking to release every 2 weeks with supplementals in between, and extended uncut interviews of what we're going to do are going to be able to be are going to be released on the Patreon as a $1 perk for patrons. And just giving an overview, we've talked so far about team compositions. We've talked about we've talked with Gillyweed about what it's like to be a caster. We've talked to Cavalier Guest about what it's like to coach a team. It's really interesting to hear all of these perspectives, and it's what a podcast does that no other medium really can. And I hope you guys will enjoy it, because it's been a real pleasure to make. With that said, I'll throw it over to Seventh Ace, I believe, so you can go over caster updates.
Yep, absolutely. By the way, I really recommend the podcast. I actually don't listen to podcasts, call me crazy, but I've sat down and listened to both the Gillyweed episode and the one with Cavalier Guest, and they've got some really cool insights. I really like listening to both those guests, especially. Give it a stop by, check out all the hard work, and appreciate to the patrons that made it happen. Getting to the caster updates, I first want to introduce the new head caster, Professor Bobo. So congratulations, Bobo. Welcome to the caster family.
Thank you, Seventh. Much appreciated, fam.
Yep, and Bobo will go ahead and take us through all of the caster updates for Season 5.
Yes, and we reached Twitch affiliate status at the end of the Season 4 finals. We had great numbers at the end. Thank you guys for watching. And our goal is to push for partner this season. We're going to add some things to the Twitch channel. We're exploring a number of different opportunities. We'll definitely keep you guys updated as well. Subscriptions, sharing, and other affiliate benefits will be live. Let's see what else we got going on. So Seventh actually will not be going away by any stretch. I will be working with him, as he will be the production manager. Again, we have some cool things planned. We'll keep you guys updated as well. We will continue to use the cartography service. And for anybody that has been following us here in the off season, we have used cartography in both of our off season tournaments, the Tall Open 2, as well as the Regen Invitational Part 2. We love using cartography. It's just, if you guys are not familiar with it, it allows us to really provide you guys with like a high level, well-produced show. And again, Crow will be working on that as well. We got some cool things going on. Mr. Wizard, flip me over. All right. Casters, caster hopefuls, co-casters, and beloved viewers, the updates for Season 5, we are going to establish a rule book, which is, it's about like 95% done. I will post that before the caster meeting, because I'm sure there will be a trillion questions that I will try to dodge. We're going to increase opportunities for casters within and outside of NGS. As you guys know, a lot of our casters have been helping out with these off-season tournaments. They've done a great job, and we're going to continue to put them in a position to utilize their talents. I am going to start up a monthly meeting for casters as well. Not sure exactly what is going to go into this yet, but you guys can anticipate that I will be there to answer questions. We'll provide some tips and tricks, and also throughout the season, we're going to be gathering feedback, and if we need to make changes, or if you guys feel like we need to go in a different direction, I am certainly going to be listening to you for that. The big ol' Season 5 caster meeting will be held Thursday, the 2nd at 9:30 p.m. Eastern here on the NGS Twitch channel. We will go over the rulebook. We will go over rule changes. We will be going over a whole host of different things, and again, answering all of the questions. We'll tease some of our Crow overlays for the season, as I know the design team has been doing some great work on that end. Let's try to think what else is going in there. Ooh, the big one. We are going to be working on a game of the week with a full production crew. This is going to be a really unique opportunity to highlight not just our teams, but also our production team as well. All right, what do we got for overlays here? Let's take a look. Just a little bit of a preview of what you guys can expect. Crow and the design team has been working on. You've seen some of these things in our off-season tournaments. We'll be working to, update things, make everything look clean and sharp for the regular season. If you are a caster hopeful, get ready for all of the sweet, sweet graphics, because they are on the way. And again, guys, do not forget, Thursday, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Be there for the caster meeting. It will be recorded as a VOD, but I'd like to certainly get to know everybody and answer all of your questions.
All right, thank you, Bobo. And like we said, we've been doing a ton of work both with the off-season tournaments and setting up for Season 5, coordinating with the new website to make it work with cartography, doing all sorts of stuff to just make it as easy to get into and as high a production value as possible. As Boba mentioned, I'll make a quick cartography update. We are going to continue using cartography into Season 5. As the new website rolls out, we will start rolling out new features that are able to go with it. So we'll be making constant adjustments throughout the season, hopefully get you guys some really cool tools to work with, and especially by the postseason. We will be, again, releasing the standard zip file of all of our stuff by the beginning of the season, so everybody can have a nice, easy setup for all of their overlays, and we'll be good to go on that. All right, let's go into Patreon updates with Aura. Take it away.
I'm back. So the best part about this league is that it's free, but we still have bills to pay because none of us get paid to do that. So we updated Patreon, and what we updated was before we had like tiers like 5, 10, and 20, and that was about it. Now we have tiers as little as $1, $3, $5, $10, 15, and 20. So we have lots and lots of options. If you guys are really into the podcast and you enjoyed our little supplemental extra video with the extra Cavalier guest info, that's going to be available at the one tip, position if you choose to sign up for that, just because Jackson does a lot of editing and cutting down stuff, but we still like to release, raw, uncut footage because a lot of this stuff, it's just so hard to pick and choose what's getting taken away. So that's a great way to help donate, help keep this league running, help pay for websites, a bunch of other things. So if you haven't checked them out, go to the link, check out all the different options. And even at tier 20, we're starting a logo design, whether for your team, personal use, whatever. There's some specifics in that you can go and read about. We've had one of our first ones. I believe we've had 2 now at this point. So you'll see those coming up with teams. I'm sure they'll be happy to show them off for you. We're our new stretch goal right now. So currently we're sitting at about 79 Patreons. Our last goal was 75. That was for the podcast. So now our tentative plans are to make a bi-weekly recap show, and we're looking to do that at about a 150 stretch point. So that covers cost of production and everything else. Plus, like I said, our awesome website revamp that Quantock has been working super, super hard on with all of his help. So if you're a Patreon and you want to suggest ideas as well, you also get, for as little as $1, access to the Patreon chat channel, put your suggestions, talk with your friends, quiet little place for y'all to say how great you are or something. But seriously, like we can't do this without the donations and the great people of this league, because that's how we keep it free. That's how we keep it for everybody. And that's just what makes NGS what it is. And Voodoo and Arc, they'll keep it that way forever. So I don't think the plans change. So again, just seriously, thank you guys so much for all that you do for us.
All right, that's it. As far as this Mead Hall is concerned, we've covered almost everything that we changed between Season 4 and Season 5. If we've missed something, as I found out during this presentation, please let us know. Go ahead, type your questions into Twitch chat, because obviously we blasted through about 40 slides in 40 minutes. So let us know. Mods, if you can go ahead and copy paste any questions into our mod chat channel so we can have them in a nice queue, and I'll just host around. If you have any suggestions, go ahead, either post them in the chat now, or if you come up with them in the shower tonight or tomorrow morning or in any time in the future, go ahead and drop them in the suggestions channel at our Discord at nexusgamingseries.com/Discord. That is an always functioning link, so you don't have to make a new invite every time. As it says, stay tuned to the announcements. That is where we post our most critical information. Please keep that at least so it makes a little white half circle on your Discord or something. Please keep that available. Follow us on Twitter. We're starting to post all of copies of a lot of the announcements on Twitter. This month, this Mead Hall is obviously a monthly Mead Hall, so it will take place in late August as a mid-season update. And we'll go ahead and take any questions now. Let's see. All right, dropping some questions from the chat while Ark goes ahead and wraps us up.
Okay, everybody, first off, I want to say thank you. Like, you know, Aura said, this doesn't run without patrons. Me and Voodoo started this league about a year ago, and I will never make this cost actual money. But we do really appreciate the donations. So thank you to all the Patreons and, you know, all the volunteers who help make this run. It means a lot, and it's the only reason that we've gotten this big and been able to provide, you know, things like the podcast. So big shout out to all of you. And again, thank you for even looking us up and joining the league. Happy to have you. In the future, we have a lot of planned updates. The new website should be going live in the next week. I know that you guys are patiently waiting for that. Quintaka has been working nonstop on that. Now, we had some questions. I forget who asked it, but one of them happened to be, should you as a player know what cartography is? Now, I'm going to give a quick overview. Cartography is a overlay software that we pay for that makes our casters, you know, it helps provide them with overlays that are branded for NGS and look a lot more professional. My goal is to rival the HGC overlays at some point, and it actually taps into the website and pulls data from the website. So it's really neat, really cool, great for casters, and kind of gives that feeling of, you know what, we might be an amateur league, but guess what? You get to feel like a pro while you're on the big screen. So that's what cartography is. If you're a caster or you're looking to cast, definitely let Professor Bobo know. And there's actually a channel for casters in the Discord. So let everybody know that you want to cast, and we'll be happy to work with you. What are some of the other questions here?
All right, I have a whole bunch of questions lined up in mod chat if you want me to just take a swing at them, and then I will direct them to whoever needs to. A couple of them have been answered already in Twitch chat, but I'm just going to go over them anyway. Someone says, Kung Fu Snorlax says, are the hero statistics from HOTS logs or NGS matches? I believe that was in relation to the overlays. I believe they would be from NGS matches through Stats of the Storm, which we have an article on. Ektar posted it a little bit up. Stats of the Storm is just a fantastic tool that I believe is Falendrith that wrote it, and he just compiles all the NGS replays and puts them into the stats tool, and basically allows you to analyze anything you want to about the replays. Really fantastic tool. Take a look at that. So the hero statistics would likely be from NGS matches, but we could pull from HOTS logs if we needed, and we had a manual override for it. Special Kid Miles says, Winter Divisions update on the website as soon as we can. As soon as we can. This is why we announce them about a week before the season starts, so we have time to do that. So it'll be within the next week. It's the best I can say.
Also, that goes for Discord as well. We wait to change all the Discord roles and set up the division chats because, you know, we don't want to give the reveal until the Mead Hall. So this week we'll be cranking out all of the Discord edits. You can thank Aura and Voodoo because they spend countless hours doing that. So look forward to meeting everybody in your division chats that will get set up this week.
Spogino asks, HOTS log profiles need to be public for the whole season? Yes. Yep, just leave them public. Don't make it difficult if other teams want to look, and make sure that if you're a substitute or whatever, valid for the division, or if you off roster sub or whatever.
Another big thing with that is that we actually are planning on pooling the HOTS logs information, because as we've gotten further and further along, we've decided that we should really start doing, you know, keeping records and seeing how much MMRs changed during season, etc. So we can better gauge in case what we had happen this season, you know, where we had a season reset right as the our actual NGS season started. So we actually can account for how much people should drop and then rise back up throughout the season, things like that. So if you keep it public, it will definitely help us out for the future seasons as we pool that data.
Alrighty. Norian asks, is the best of 2 format changing with the new round system? Nope. The survey continues to show that people prefer the best of 2 format for now. Both our casters and players really like it. We'll once again ask the question on the Season 5 survey, but for now, best of 2 format is remaining the same. Cordinas asks, will Alterac Pass be added to the pool since it is in ranked? We're going to have to do a quick admin decision on that and figure out about that. We'll check if HGC is planning to add it anytime in the near future, because we'd rather not update it through the season, but we could if we needed to. We like to follow HGC as much as possible, but we'll see. Sometimes we've been ahead of them. If it keeps us consistent throughout a season, it'll probably be better. I just saw this one in chat immediately. Posh Dynasty asks, do we play on current patch or no? Yes, you just play on the Americas server. This is not tournament. This is not PTR. You play on the current server. Dallying Pigs asks, how many weeks in total is the league? It is 12 weeks. There are 8 regular season weeks and 4 postseason weeks. So 4 rounds, 8 weeks. Then the round of 16, 8, 4, and 2. Scorcher asks, next week we get division updates on the site, e-page. Yep, that'll be next week. Graysville asks, will all the slides for this presentation be available afterwards? Yes, we will go ahead and make these slides available a little bit after the Mead Hall, after we get finished processing it, getting the video up to YouTube and everything like that. See, that Derek guy asks, are Storm Division games going to be casted, or is that something we request? They're not going to be auto-casted. It will be a similar system to the entire season, or the entirety of NGS so far, where it's going to be caster pickup based on availability. So we'll have more information about that, though, after the caster meeting on Thursday with Bobo. Make sure to be there if you're interested in any way about casting, wanting to know information of how casters have to do their stuff or whatnot. Dallying Pig says, tell Voodoo I say hi. Hi, Voodoo. The Richard Gear asks, are patrons getting caster priority again? No, they're not. Because that was detailed in our July Mead Hall, so if you want a full June Mead Hall, if you want a full explanation, go ahead and check that VOD out. Short answer is no, because we want the casters more flexibility and we can't guarantee that goal, and so we want to make sure all our Patreon goals are 100% achievable. Ektar asks, will Twitch subscribers be getting Patreon perks? We're hoping so, but we have to get the Discord and the sub button set up for that. Alright. I think that about covers it. Does anybody else see anything or have any other comments to make? I see Ark unmuted the mic, so go ahead, Ark. If you
No, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you everyone for coming in tonight. Thanks for the questions. I know there will be a ton more. We'll get the Discord set up and you can start pinging your div mods for questions, so I'll be happy to help you. You know, the admin team and staff leads are always happy to help as well, but go through your div mod first, please. I think that's all I've got. Huge shout out to the community. Thanks for helping us grow. 177 teams. Super hyped about that, even though it'll cost me a lot more hours, but I appreciate it. It's awesome. That's all I've got. Love you guys. Thanks for all the hard work on the volunteer side and staff side. And thank you to the community for making this what it is and what it will continue to be.
Yep, thank you everybody. It's been a lot of fun. We've all been here. Some of us have been here from day one, and it's pretty awesome. So really appreciate it. And for all of us here for the July Mead Hall, thanks for watching, and look forward to an awesome Season 5. If you have any questions at all after this, make sure to ask in our Discord, and join us at twitch.tv/ or nexusgamingseries.com/Discord. We're out of here.